I guess the music going away means that we're live. So in true Startup TNT fashion, I should yell it, and we're live. So welcome to TNT's 5 Minute Friday. I'm Neil, the region lead for Calgary, and I'm excited about a few things. So our Summit 6 kicked off yesterday. We had over 125 amazing companies from across the prairies apply for it, including the great province of Manitoba for the first time. So that's a great milestone for us. So the next 8 weeks, we'll see our investors going through a deal screening process. They'll see a minimum of 4, and I'm guessing it'll likely be over 10 companies get investment from local angel investors. And we have 2 live events showcasing these cool companies. Our top 20 pitch night is on October 6th, and our finale is on November 17th. So they're open to the public, a great opportunity to have fun, meet some people in our community, and you can join us. The details are on our website. Joining me here today is Sangita with YR Plans. Why don't you take a minute and introduce yourself and YR Plans of Smart Benefits, Sangita?
Oh, thank you, Neil. I'm really excited to be here today. Really, yeah. I'm Sangita Prasad. I'm the CEO of YR Plans. We're here at YR Plans' lovely office in Kensington. What YR Plans does, we are a benefit provider and a platform for administering the benefit. Our first product is called the Smart Benefit, which is a student loan repayment benefit that allows companies to help their employees pay down student loans faster and at a significant cost saving. So for the employee, it's helping them get out of debt faster. And for the employer, it's a tool for attracting and retaining talent in today's tough market.
That's awesome. Yeah, we've seen a lot of news about debt levels and people struggling with them, right? So you guys are positioned really well to help make a big impact on people's lives and increase retention on the employer side. So that's great.
Yes.
So, like I mentioned, we just kicked off our Summit 6. So, as the Calgary winner of Summit 5, how did you enjoy the Startup TNT Summit process? And do you have any advice for these new startups that are starting off their Summit journey?
Yes. Well, Startup TNT was our very first time our company or myself personally has ever been involved in anything like that. We've never been in a competition. And, the whole process, I just found it was very supportive, very eye-opening, where we met so many investors, all with lots of good advice, lots of support. It's a very supportive community that wants to see you succeed. So we just felt like it was a great experience for us. And definitely did learn through the process. And my first time going through such an intense due diligence, even though it wasn't as intense, I'm sure it could have been worse. But for my first go around, it was a good lesson for me. So no, overall, it was just and we've met so many great people as a result. Lots of introductions into the community through Startup TNT. So I got to say, it was a super experience for me and the company, and of course winning was
that's also
yeah.
And you got any life hacks
Advice?
or life hacks or tips for folks that are just starting the summit now? If you could go back and talk to Sangita 6 months ago, what would you say to her?
Is get started on your data room.
Yeah.
Get started on, because when you're thinking, oh, I'll just wait until we hear this or whatever, and then just start putting your things away. And I always thought I had all the documents until you start going, oh, okay, I need to put this and that. So start on it sooner than later, because that's going to help you. And then as you're asked for more information, it's not a big undertaking to do, because as founders and startups, you always have multiple balls in the air, and then having to drop something to just do the data room is hard to fit in. So just get started on it sooner than later.
That's great advice. So do you want to walk us through what's been happening at YR Plans since the spring?
Oh wow, where do I start? It's been a busy summer. And it's good. So, we really worked hard on our business development, on our sales, and our pipeline has really been growing. Last month, we announced Benjamin Moore onboarded with us. So that was a great one. They're out of the US. So they found us through our LinkedIn page, actually, and reached out to us through our web form, and a couple of weeks later they were onboarded, and we start their employee process this month. or next month. And over and above that, I was telling you earlier, we had an awesome day yesterday with 2 companies confirmed onboarded. One is a great Alberta brand financial institution. So can't say the name yet, but hopefully we can release it within the next couple of weeks. And then on top of that, a national, but non-for-profit, but the Calgary arm of it. And it looks like it's going to expand beyond Calgary, but they've told us that they're moving forward. So we'll be having them onboarded, but early in January. So those are big names, and we're finding just with the companies that we are talking to, they are the very large national companies. The small companies are great, but a fewer of them, but it's usually the larger ones. And so that's been great. And then September 30th marks the end of our pilot with Sun Life, which we launched late last year. Everything went really well, and now we're just in the process of negotiating what our relationship will be going forward. We're working on a preferred client and referral agreement that we should have in place in the next couple of weeks. We've been waiting on that for a bit, but we're coming to the end of that. But that relationship is already starting to play dividends by getting some referrals out of that arrangement. So
yeah, 100%. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, as you guys have been busy since, and that's great to hear. And then, what do the next 6 to 12 months look like for Wire Plans? What are things that you're got like as targets and focus areas? And I also like to piggyback on that. Are there any areas that you need help from the community with?
Yeah, well, it's still full force for forging ahead with the sales. That's the big thing that, getting that client traction is, and we're seeing it now. So just making sure we execute on those. But the other thing is we're well ahead in our development of our mortgage repayment benefit, which we call mortgage help benefit. So using the same theory as far as using employer contributions, helping employees with paying down their mortgage debt. So as I said, we're ahead of the game when it comes to putting the platform together, and we're looking to beta test that in spring of 2023, if not sooner, based on where we are in our build. So that's the big thing that we're working on. So my ask would be of the community is we're looking for companies to pilot that with, to beta test it, specifically mortgage providers. If you know of anybody that would be a good partner for us, we'd love to hear from them, or reach out to us and let us know.
Totally, that's awesome, and that's a huge milestone, right? That's a big market that also people need some help with, especially in this day and age that it's challenging.
Yeah, well, everybody knows what the issues are with mortgage availability across the country, and people trying to buy homes it's not attainable right now. So we know that from talking to the companies that there is a lot of excitement with this mortgage help benefit being rolled out next year. There's a lot of interest and excitement for it.
Yeah, and a great retention tool or attraction tool for those companies as well as for the employees, right? Cool. I know we're supposed to keep this to 5 minutes, and I feel like we're already slightly over. But I know that you had somebody wandering around in the background that you said may want to say hi. So I don't know if you have if he's still interested.
Do you want to say hi quickly? This is our fearless founder, John Kenny.
Hi.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for your time today. I know John's been busy in the background. Sangita, it's always amazing to catch up with you. Any closing remarks or thoughts you want to share? Otherwise, we'll wrap this up.
You know what? Good luck to everybody in Summit 6. It was a great experience. Enjoy and absorb and just have a lot of fun. It's a great community with a lot of support.
Keep calm and start up on.
There you go. I told you he's the funny guy on the street.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for your time, and with that, we'll wrap it up and let you get back to work. I guess it's almost the weekend though, so hopefully you get a chance to breathe this week.